Hello and welcome back to Obas Trending Gist, where we'll break down the most compelling political narrative shaping our nation. Today, we are diving straight into a segment that has set tongues wagging across Nigeria. An exclusive interview with the highly influential former Sokoto State Governor and a prominent figure within the PDP, Aminu Tambuwal, on Channels Television's Politics Today with Shehu Okinbaloye. Tambuwal did not hold back, making some very strong claims against the current administration, alleging their active involvement in destabilizing opposition parties and even hinting at a dangerous drift towards a one-party state. His words suggest a concerning shift in political landscape and President Tinubu's leadership style. So let us jump right into the full clip and hear it directly from the source. So sit back and take a watch.
Do you think the government of the day has been fair to opposition forces?
Well, you see, Sean, we live in this country. We're all sensible. When you look at what's happening in various political parties in Nigeria today, you don't need to be told, no matter the amount of denial by whoever, including President Bola Tinubu, that they are not involved in destabilization efforts of opposition parties. It's not correct.
So you're accusing them directly that they are...
I am not accusing them. I am saying that they are involved
in destabilizing,
in efforts aimed at destabilizing.
So the problem of the PDP, you blame it on Bola Tinubu and APC.
I am not
the problem of Labour Party
is I am saying that they are involved in destabilization efforts.
But you don't have facts to prove that, do you?
How do you mean by that?
I mean, do you really see them, or you just suspect? Or do you have had evidence?
You have heard me loud and clear, Shehu. I said I am saying. I'm not suspecting.
That means you have evidence that
they are involved in all of this.
To what end? Do you think President Bola Tinubu will be willing to collapse Nigeria's democracy, have a one-party state, and have Atiku Abubakar said is that we are driving and drifting towards an authoritarian society?
It's clear. The signs are very clear, and they are very ominous. The signs are very clear that the people in charge of our government today in Nigeria are interested in one-party state.
How would that work?
Well, it may not work. It's not in the interest of democracy. It's not in the interest of Nigeria. But that is the path they are pursuing.
Is that the Bola Tinubu that you know?
Well, from my knowledge of him, when we collaborated and worked together for democracy, he was a different person.
So there's a different Bola Tinubu now that you see in operation?
Sean, if I must say it the way I see it, I am shocked that under Bola Tinubu's watch, Nigeria is being run the way it's being.
Welcome back, everyone. That was quite the exchange, wasn't it? Aminu Tambuwal made some unequivocally bold statement, leaving little room for ambiguity regarding his stance on the current administration's action. Tambuwal's core assertion is that the government, led by President Bola Tinubu and the All Progressive Congress (APC), is actively engaged in efforts to destabilize opposition parties. He emphatically dismissed any potential denial, stating that the signs are very clear and very ominous. When pressed by Shehu Okinbaloye on whether he was merely suspecting or directly accusing, Tambuwal firmly reiterated, "I am saying that they are involved in destabilization efforts. I'm implying a certainty beyond mere speculation." He went further to explicitly state that the people in charge of Nigeria's government today are interested in establishing a one-party state, aligning his concern with similar sentiments previously voiced by figures like Atiku Abubakar. Perhaps one of the most striking points was Tambuwal's personal reflection on President Tinubu. He expressed genuine shock, noting that from his past collaboration with Tinubu on democratic fronts, the president was a different person. This suggests a perceived betrayal of shared democratic values and a departure from the Tinubu he once knew and worked alongside. Tambuwal ended by expressing his dismay that under Bola Tinubu's watch, Nigeria is being run the way it is being run today. Now, let's move on to my critical take on these serious allegations. Aminu Tambuwal's accusations are undeniably grave, coming from a political heavyweight with considerable experience and influence. The claim of deliberate destabilization of opposition parties and a push towards a one-party state strikes at the very heart of the democratic principles. However, while Tambuwal repeatedly asserted his claim with conviction, insisting he was saying and not suspecting. He did not, within the confines of his particular interview, present concrete evidence to substantiate these weighty allegations. This leaves a crucial gap for the discerning viewers. In the often turbulent landscape of Nigerian politics, allegations of political maneuvering, intimidation, and attempts to undermine opposition are unfortunately not new. This raises the question of whether Tambuwal's statements are born out of genuine concern for the nation's democratic health, or if they represent a strategic political narrative aimed at discrediting the ruling party, which is a common tactic in opposition politics, but possibilities warrant consideration. Such strong public accusation, regardless of their factual basis, contributes significantly to a charged political atmosphere. They can sow seeds of distrust in the democratic process and further polarize an already divided populace. If these claims are indeed true, they represent a severe threat to Nigeria's nascent democracy and call for immediate, transparent investigation and accountability. Conversely, if they lack substantial evidence, they risk being dismissed as mere political rhetoric, which can still be damaging to the government's reputation. Tambuwal's lament about the different Bola Tinubu is particularly poignant, as it implies a perceived deviation from the democratic ideals he and Tinubu once shared. This personal reflection adds an emotional layer to his criticism, suggesting a deeper disappointment beyond mere political rivalry. Ultimately, these discussions underscores the continuous need for vigilance, transparency, and adherence to democratic tenets by all political actors in Nigeria. So there you have it. Aminu Tambuwal's direct accusation against the government, alleging destabilization efforts and a concerning move towards a one-party state under President Tinubu's watch. What are your thoughts on this? Do you believe Tambuwal's concerns are valid, or do you see this as a typical political rhetoric from the opposition? Share your perspective in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more trending gist and insightful political analysis. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.